What we're doing in the first step of building the Frankencomputer, or building computers for dummies, we're cannibalizing as much as we can from my old computer. Now the reason why I'm replacing this computer is it's tough to do your taxes on it every time when it's crashing half the time. So one of the things I wanted to save was this wireless PC adapter, and I'll put this into the new computer. Essentially why I chose this box was a base mount for the power source. That's one feature my buddy here suggested. It has a built-in fan kit, side and top. It's large enough that I can add to it over the years. It's not something I'll be getting rid of anytime soon. And as the parts wear out, the new parts wear out, the motherboard, the processor, or as I need to upgrade them over time, I'll be using the same box.
Keep all your boxes for at least 90 days, just in case.
Do they tell you what you need?
There is one website I went to. I can't think of it offhand, but what they do is you pick a motherboard, and it suggests all the other parts that go with that motherboard, and then you can add or delete or subtract. So what I did is I used that website to build the computer virtually, and then I went out online and found better deals on all
people like you.
Yeah.
But do you still need additional stuff from?
He's going to.
Yeah, one thing I didn't buy was the memory. There is so much memory out there. I don't. It's confusing. The other one is how much memory to buy. I mean, my motherboard I think can take
16 or 32.
32, but I have to load what, the 64-bit.
Yes, in order to take advantage of it.
Exactly.
If you 32-bit can only handle up to 3 gigabytes. After that, it's nice to have it, but it's all wasted. So you want 64-bit, and you can actually, computer would actually run better with the 64-bit. I would put this in first.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that come with mounting hardware?
Yes, it should. Okay. Okay. These are the connectors in the back. Instead of having all these predefined, these are required for the motherboard.
Yeah.
These for all the peripherals. Normally, you'd have a set of cables coming out of here, and so you have a limited number of specific cables. Like these are called Molex. These are the SATAs.
Oh, okay.
And you come with a limited number of them, and you have to make do with whatever. This is a modular system such that you pick the ones you need. If you have all SATA drives, then you use only the SATA ones. You don't waste any cables for Molex.
So it done good?
It's good. All right. So first thing we'll do is mount this. There's two ways to mount this, and in good cases we'll have it either way. It's really up to you how you want to do this. So that works too.
Does it have a fan on the other side?
Well, the question is, do you want to be blowing the air out or blowing the air up? Or sucking actually this will probably be pulling the air from somewhere.
Does this suck or blow?
I believe it sucks in.
So where does it suck out?
This way.
Oh, okay.
Externally.
Yeah, all right.
There's no point in blowing it back inside.
So I was thinking if we're going to be sucking air in, we should be drawing it from the bottom.
It probably doesn't matter.
Because otherwise we're drawing it from the inside of the box.
How dusty is your place?
Maybe I'll leave it inside the box, yeah. Okay. I figure with all these other fans, it'll be negated.
Well, actually, what's probably going to happen is that this is going to blow out, this is going to blow up, this is going to blow up. All the air is coming in from the front.
Okay.
And if you want to put it on some sort of pedestal, make some sort of pedestal.
I did.
Okay, so this is a little bit off.
Actually, this will stand about 2 feet up off the ground.
Power supply.
Well, they don't look like
I assume you figure out how to do it, right? This is important. They're all different for every motherboard.
Well, this looks like it's important.
So every time I take apart a computer to throw away, I save all these just in case. You got 8 USBs, but these are probably 2.0s. This is 3.0.
Oh, okay, all right, gotcha.
So you want to save these for 3.0 devices if you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, just take this plate out. And you fit it in here.
Okay.
It should pop in fairly easily.
Oh, wow, it fits.
The size is fairly standard.
All right.
Yeah, that's all in.
Can we put it in right for the size? For the
Yes.
way it goes?
Yes.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Done this before.
I have been known for putting things in backwards.
I've done this before. Now the thing that so it's good to put it underneath those tabs right there.
Yeah.
It's going to lift. Can you just have to make sure all the holes, the 6 holes are aligned, and that's it. Oh, that's for the yeah. That's not a real speaker. That's just for the PC like buzzer.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
6 of them. So you might need to push the motherboard to make sure they're over the holes before you screw it in.
all right,
Okay.
that could help.
Go ahead.
Would be helpful to have 2 people doing this, right?
It's useful, but not necessarily.
See?
That is a huge fan. That's what, 160 millimeters?
Plastic too.
The nice thing about the larger
Bearings
fans,
and-
to move the same amount of air, they can spin slower, so
Yeah.
quieter.
How much is it to buy one of these?
This unit with all the fans was about 129 bucks.
It's,
A lot. Well,
you think it's a lot? It
well,
doesn't sound
it
like
depends on you can get, depending on how much you want to spend on the case. You can spend anywhere from 50 to 150, 300 bucks.
So is it cheaper to do this, put one together, than buy one that's already all assembled?
I think that for the same amount of money, you can buy better pieces. You can pick and choose better pieces. What you're not paying for is labor, I think.
The rationale is we're custom building it, so it's not somebody else's grouping of parts.
So everything internal is choice picked by you?
That's right. Yeah, and there's one thing I wanted it to do was run my flight simulator software, and my
That's what I do. I buy a game. Oh damn, the computer's too slow.
build a computer to do the game.
So there are no PATA connectors here. So my CD DVD readers will not work here,
Okay.
and we need to get new ones. We have 6, I think. Well, at least 4 of these SATA connectors here. This is the power supply, probably 24 pin. This actually works on the new boards and the old boards. Actually, not this one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is definitely made for the new boards. On the adaptable power supplies, the last 4 comes off.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
For the old
yeah,
mo-
we saw that. With
that's for the old motherboards.
Yeah.
But this one is made only for the new motherboards. So they're assuming that you're not using any of the old motherboards.
And when we replaced the power source on the
Yeah.
compact, that's
Okay.
what we did. Yeah.
Do you want to compile a list for what you're going to buy?
Sure. How many of those things are you going to get, Chris? 2 or 1?
Of what? Oh, the drives.
DVDs.
I want to get a CD DVD burner player,
Right.
and then just a CD player.
That's probably a good idea because the CD by itself, I think, is faster. So CD reader, DVD reader.
DVD reader. Oh, the CD DVD reader is one.
Well, in most cases, they're all burner right now.
Yeah. Oh, everything's a burner.
Pretty much everything's burner right now. Heatsink for,
CPU.
well, specific CPU.
You got the grease for that?
I have the grease.
The importance of the grease? The importance of the grease?
It's heatsink compound used for transferring the heat from the CPU to the heatsink.
Right.
So,
I have been told that. Don't forget the grease.
that is important.
And action.
This is a zero force socket.
Okay.
Pull this thing over here, you pull this lever out, and you flip it across. This sort of moves this thing here. You can put the socket in, don't have to jam it in or anything, it just falls in place. Then you close this, all the connections are made.
Beauty.
Okay, so
So it's called a zero force socket.
something like that.
Okay.
On an Intel chip, 2 pins are missing one corner, so there's absolutely no way to get it wrong.
Right.
Here's a little bit less obvious. These depressions are where pins are not going to be. The socket's made so that it only goes in one way, but it's just a little more work, slightly, a few more seconds worth of work. So this is the orientation it has to be. You put it in, and it drops right in. You can tell right away that it's in. Okay, it doesn't move. Your CPU is now hooked up. If we had everything except if we were to plug everything in and turn it on, it'd actually run for about a minute. Then it would shut down because it got too hot.
Oh, okay.
That's why you need the heatsink compound and heatsink. The problem with the heatsink compound is the tube is huge compared to tube is huge compared to what you actually get. The amount that you get is actually like this much. And the question is, how much do you actually get in this tube? This tube here is about $10.
Oh yeah, and the other thing is, drink your coffee away from the computer so you don't spill it in the computer. I have ruined more keyboards that way.
Okay. I would stick this in now, except that you have potential for other things to be connected to it. And it'll be really hard if this thing is in it already.
Yeah,
this will go into one of the PCI slots. Actually, these are supposed to be white. But typically brown for ISA, white for PCI, and then these other ones, these are the newer ones that have different colors. But, so this is theoretically should be white, but it'll fit. What are these things? Yeah, these are USB connectors.
Yeah.
Internal USB connectors. So this would fit into one of them.
Yeah.
The hard drive and the 2 CD-ROM readers, DVDs, will plug into these white things here.
All right.
This is RAM, power. Well, it looks like you got 6 of them, 6 SATAs. So you think that's a power. One of these is an 8.
So
goes in here.
So the hard drives will plug into the SATAs too, right?
Hard drive plugged into SATA. Your hard drive here is a SATA device.
And that's like a battery, right?
That is a
clock battery?
2032 cell lithium battery.
What about these two?
They're actually the same kind as these, except that this is like a multiple 16x. This is like a 1x.
Okay. And that would be the power source.
That would be the power supply.
And then this would be for the RAM.
For the RAM, and these would probably, some of them might be fan for the fan, CPU fan. One might be a CPU fan.
Would that be for like jumpers or?
What? No. What power for the
Oh, power.
fan.
I got you. Okay.
So the CPU fan would plug into one of these. This will probably plug in. This will plug into the power supply. So this will power in the power supply and so on. So this is clearly is a SATA hard drive.
Okay. Looks good.
Okay. The longer one is the power. The shorter one is the data. And these are the jumpers, whether or not it's a single drive or you have a multiple, more than one.
So that
actually that doesn't apply anymore.
If I were to slave a drive to that, would I use the jumpers?
Actually, you don't need to because it's SATA. Say with PATA, you might have like 2 hard drives on the same cable, so you have to figure out which one's master, which one's slave. Each of these is connected directly to the motherboard, so there's no need for that.
I don't think I'll be able to slave my drive then, because it's not a SATA. Can I slave my drive, my old drive, because it's not SATA?
That might be a problem.
Yeah.
If we wanted to, we could hook it up to, like, say, this computer, connect it, put both these on the network, and then copy all the files over. That's another way of doing it.
Let's see what my old hard drive is. And,
yeah, I don't think there's anything for connecting a PATA drive to a SATA motherboard. I don't think we can ask, and if that's the case, we can hook up your old drive to my desktop, put this on the network, and then just drag all the files over.
Okay. All right.
Oh, well, this is nice. You can how's it? Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's for cleaning.
For cleaning.
Yeah.
And you should. Most people.
So is that for a fan or for another power
So
source?
it's just air intake.
Oh, okay.
Coming from the floor, it's going to pull in a lot of dust.
Well, it actually sits on a tower, so...
Well, it's still going to pull in a lot of dust. All of these are going to pull in dust. You need to open this up every 6 months or so and blow it out. You probably want to get a can of air. Do it outside, of course.
Yeah. Either that, how about if I put like a vacuum cleaner in it and then blow it?
I wouldn't do that. Well, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I had a guy, my mechanic friend. He did it. He had a Dell color laser printer, and it was dusty, so he blew it out. Remember that he's in a car shop.
Oh, yeah.
You know what he used?
Compressed air.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know.
He destroyed it.
Yeah, I was thinking about using one of my scuba tanks.
No.
Okay, that may not be such a good idea.
No, it is definitely not a good idea. Two ways of doing. Here's what I would do. A screwdriver. Where's the screwdriver?
Here we go.
Okay, so let's take out these for a second. This is kind of neat. They're supposed to be thumb screws, but they put them in tight. They probably use some machine to do it. That's the nice thing about these nice cases, the one you pay a lot of money for, is that they have these really cool features, like, or not.
Yeah, removable, right?
Well, it's supposed to be removable.
Oh, it's got screws on the other side too.
Unfortunately.
Okay, I got you. So once all those screws are out, the thing will actually just slide right out.
Yeah. Will this come out without? Of course not.
Oh, with the motherboard in. All right. Yeah.
Has a fan, built-in fan, 120, I guess. So, anyways, this goes in. There's rails inside, so we can just sit them on this.
Yeah.
Holes are already in place,
Oh, okay.
so you just take those thumb screws and put them in. The best way to do it is just unloosen all of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
These are Molex connectors. Actually, take this off. That's those connectors, white ones in the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. One reason for connecting directly to the motherboard is that the motherboard will monitor that fan, make sure it's working.
So we have the same number of drive spaces down here.
Yeah, those are all available.
So we can theoretically put in
Tons
of hard drives.
Tons of hard drive. Well, you're planning on putting using a serial port in this. You used to put serial ports here.
Yeah.
They don't anymore because you use them with USBs.
Okay.
But there is a thing here for a COM port if you want to put a serial port in here.
All right. Now it's a serial port.
It's for certain kinds of devices, most of which aren't used anymore.
Yeah.
It's old technology. Occasionally you'll find something that needs it, like a serial mice, certain kinds of mice. Did you get a mouse?
I've got the mouse, and it's one of these ones.
USBs?
Yep.
Okay.
It's one of these. It looks like an SVHS plug.
Oh, okay. That's good.
And I have the SVHS plug.
Those are called PS2s.
Yeah, okay, PS2. Because I'm going to need the USBs for all my peripherals.
Okay. These are actually USBs taped to the top, so you don't have to like reach down and plug it in. These are the cases for, they're made for people to use them a lot, so you can just plug them straight from the top. You don't have to like reach all the way down to the floor. That's what this is for. Very convenient. I think the best way to put this in,
Yeah.
we're not taking this out anymore. I think the best thing to do is put this back in first.
Yep.
Stand it up. Slide this in. And then figure out where this is supposed to be, flush,
Yeah.
then screw it in.
Looks like they all line up.
That's a good thing.
We've been to a computer store, and we have purchased a DVD CD multiplayer burner thingy. Just one for now, and if I need more, I'll add to it. We've also purchased 8 gigs of RAM, two 4 gig cards. If I need more, I can add more. It's relatively inexpensive.
Real cheap.
And we got canned air, a heatsink.
Compound.
What?
Heatsink compound. Heatsink. Now what are we missing? Oh,
We're gonna put another one in here, right?
what?
We're gonna put this baby.
Ooh, forgot about that. Crap.
Canned air, dusty parts, outside. So you put the plate back on, right?
Hang on a second. That'd probably be a good idea. CPU fan next.
Okay.
Because we can't do anything else until we get that in. Man.
Is it Tony Norley's next weekend?
I didn't think it was that big.
No, that's.
Didn't look that big.
It's next weekend. So there's one.
So the fact that it'll fit over here,
Yeah.
it'll fit on top of it like this,
Tony Norley's.
and then this plugs into this one right here,
All right.
one of these two.
Leominster Sunday, yeah.
Note to the wise: before you actually buy the thermal coupling gel, whatever it's called, check the box contents to see if it comes with thermal coupling gel or whatever it's called.
I don't think.
Normally they don't.
Yeah.
Remove fan. Screwdriver, where's screwdriver?
Lays and hooks with flowers on them.
Okay.
Where is he?
Please peel off.
Oh.
That's just to keep it from oxidizing, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Like this? This holds it down?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm wondering if this is supposed to replace those screws. See, this one was made, I think it was made for a different heat sink,
Oh, okay.
which would actually just clip on. So this goes in here, and we would screw it into like that. Okay, so that's good.
Looks like it's smack dab on the processor.
It's not as pretty as I would like it, but it looks like it works.
It works.
Jenny, could you do me a favor?
So you're cleaning it with isopropyl.
Yeah, that's a problem,
Yeah.
because I've been touching it.
Yeah. Cleaning the CPU with isopropyl.
I mean, really don't need to, but
Yeah, why not?
why not? It's Chris's first computer. Well, sort of first computer. Do we want to use this stuff?
Heatsink gel, doctor.
I mean, this stuff. I guess Coolmaster.
What is it?
Heatsink compound. You put it between the heatsink and CPU, and it helps transfer heat from there to there. That's actually if the computer shuts down automatically or freezes a lot, that's a good reason why it's doing so, because there isn't enough. Thing is, you don't need that much.
Yeah.
That's the interesting thing. I was told a grain of rice.
Really? That's a big grain of rice.
That's a big grain of rice. But since this stuff is free,
Just knock yourself out.
knock yourself out. You paid for it. Now this stuff is also a pain in the butt to get off your hands.
So we use plastic.
So that's why I have a plastic bag in my hand.
So we just kind of mush it all around down there.
Yeah. I mean, when it makes contact, it's going to do it for you anyway. So you really don't need to do this. But
Yeah, what the heck.
if you're obsessive about it, and that's way too much now. I realize it. That's way too much.
Is it bad?
So
No.
do you, oh, okay,
No, absolutely not. But this will touch it and squeeze it.
okay.
So the mixture is total contact over here with that, which is a beautiful thing. What I need to do is make sure that this heat sink
Yeah.
stays in place. It's not. It won't stay in by
Is
itself.
that, but are you taking that, will you take that out, what you're putting in now?
Oh.
What you have your hands on right now?
Then I'm going to screw that down.
Did we tighten up
But
those
does it-
things?
What? What
Those,
things?
those sockets. Yeah.
These things?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. You did?
Well, they're in.
They're in, but are they tight?
Tight enough.
Okay.
And so this is going to hold this against.
Right, and does that stay there?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So you close everything up, okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if that was just temporary for it to, the glue to dry or whatever.
Oh, it's not
contact. It doesn't dry.
It doesn't dry. Hold this. Don't let it move. This isn't the AMD one, so it's not made specifically for this one.
Yeah.
It's made for a bunch of them. A bunch of different ones. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think it needs to be tightened any more than that.
In hindsight, maybe I should have got the AMD combo pack.
Well, yeah, the box set.
Yeah, box set. I wasn't 100% sure how the set came, you know?
Yeah, the box is heatsink and CPU. Usually buy a CPU if you already have the heatsink, like you're replacing, upgrading to a new CPU.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the cheap ones are better. The box set, it's the fan too. I mean, it's the heatsink and it's the fan, so you know it was made for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Stick on the fan.
Okay.
Actually, it's this way. Or do you want it this way? Probably this way.
Did you take the mounts off?
We don't need it.
Okay.
Okay. The fan fits on like this.
Does the fan want to go down? It sucks through, right? Or blows it? Does it blow or suck?
Blows.
So it blows that way?
Through way, yeah.
So it blows up through there?
Yes.
Okay.
We could put more tension on the screws if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, still, it moves, but it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. And that center pin will hold its center, so it's not going to slide
Right.
one way or another.
Okay.
Let's leave it alone. See what happens.
So this plugs into one of these. The four.
One of these.
Yeah, one of these. Does it say which one? What's the manual say? The middle one. Okay.
Okay.
It monitors like whether or not it's working, how fast is it spinning, things like that. Okay. So this is gonna be tight.
Oh shoot.
Check the slots. See, if you do, these are open.
Yeah.
You see where the slot is?
Got it. Yep.
Okay. So
So you want to go
blue first.
so blue middle and then blue, black on the outside? We're going to be able to fit it in the outside?
If we'd have to take this out first
Yeah.
to put in the other. If you got two more sticks,
Yeah.
we'd have to take out the heatsink first in order to stick it in. So
Oh, I see what you mean. So it's blue, blue, and then black,
black.
Okay, I gotcha.
okay. So you can put one stick, two sticks, or four sticks.
Yeah.
They don't recommend three.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, 8 gigs should be enough.
Okay. So that RAM's in. Let's stick in the video card.
The reason why we got a heatsink model is because it didn't want to have any more moving parts.
Yeah, that's yeah, this is good. Video card's in.
All right.
Okay, we're almost
It's
almost
just
done.
a matter of plugging in power.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we had to hook
Did you
up
have
this
to
thing.
attach this heat sink to the card?
No, that was done.
That was already tapped.
I would not have known what to connect to it. They're specialized. Again, these are better because fewer moving parts. That's a SATA? No, that's a USB.
Yeah, that's your
Okay.
so that goes what?
Only one way. There's a blank on the other end, on this end.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, it goes in this way. Yeah, that's installed.
Okay. Okay, so we just need to break. This is for up here.
Yeah, okay. Do we have... Oh, don't forget this.
Okay. Why don't we finish these things first in case we need them? Okay, this is a. Not sure what that is. This is this is for the motherboard. Connects it to the switches.
Okay.
This is there an external SATA here? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. External SATA?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. eSATA. There are 3 USBs up here.
So I'm gonna connect this to the 4th SATA. Try not to flux the board. This I believe is together. This is I assume this is USB.
Yes, this
so-
USB.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So all those connected. 3 USB cables plugged in. Where does this fan go? We can plug that in front to the motherboard. There's a clip.
Okay. Yeah.
You can't really see it, but it's right here. Plus, they're all different shapes anyway, so the only goes in one way.
Yeah. So that's the main power for the board.
That's main power for the board. There's an auxiliary power, which is a 8-pinner. I assume that's what this is. Okay, this only goes one way.
All right.
For some reason, I do it backwards.
Backwards, right?
Like this. So let's do the top one first. And so this one is over here.
Looks good.
Okay, and that's it for those two. There aren't too many peripherals. And then we need one set of Molex.
Okay, that's
What?
this whole unit gets its power and everything from this, right?
Where?
This unit,
Yes.
card reader.
From the USB.
Okay.
The middle two is plus and minus VCC.
Okay.
Okay, so that's there. Okay, so SATA connectors.
All right.
We only put one of these in, so we didn't need the extra one.
Yeah.
So where's the extra? Where's the other the SATA cables?
Here are the 2 SATAs.
Okay. So one is going to be plugged into the hard drive,
All right.
and 2 is going to be plugged into the CD.
All right.
Just by convention, and I'm not entirely sure what it'll try to do. It might try to make the DVD C instead of D.
Oh, okay.
So this will make sure no ambiguity right there. You may or may not want to wrap some of these cables.
That's what the other thing I like about that bottom-mounted, the bottom mounted power source. Everything just sits at the bottom.
Right. Okay, just want to make sure everything's out of the way.
Yeah, out of the way with the heatsink.
Yeah, this one is not
Even connected. What about this one right here?
Okay, this one can be. You want it like this. This is where I usually fail. The most important hard drive. IDE. Now it's ready.
Okay, what we've done so far is we've loaded Windows 7. We've updated everything. However, that heatsink that we bought, that we installed. Well, it turned out that if it was a normal box, it would have fit fine. But because it's a Frankencomputer, it has this big fan built into the side. And then when we tried to put it all back together, that thing stuck too far into the chassis and the fan wouldn't fit anymore. So we got to remove the heatsink, return it, get one that'll fit before we rebox the heatsink. We've got to clean the
heatsink compound.
the heatsink compound off of the unit.
You would be polite.
Yeah. Get it as clean as possible. Find all the parts from the box, and let's see what we can do. And since the new fan is going to be more of a flush mount, we're going to add some more memory to this and bring it up to
You don't have to, but-
bring it up to 16 gigs. It has a maximum of 32 gigs. I really can't see what I'd be using 32 gigs for. No matter, I really can't see what I'm using 16 gigs for, but what the hell.
Bragging rights.
This will be the wrap up. We got a better fan.
Oh, by the way, adjustable.
That it's adjustable so that we
Little
can,
switch here.
so that it's not going to interfere with the memory location. And we also bought additional memory. I figure you got the slots, you might as well use them. And this is kind of like the dream computer, so this will last for a while if I don't drop it. And I will say one thing about my old compact: it did bounce. All in all, I think we paid maybe about $750 for the whole thing. And we finally got the new computer network to the old computer, and we're in the process of transferring the files over. There's the new Heatsink. It fit a lot better. It fit in the mounts supplied on the motherboard. So I wish we had gone with that route to begin with, but well, live and learn.